So congratulations, you're obviously engaged if you've found your way onto this page and starting to think about your marquee wedding. And if you are thinking about your marquee wedding and it's happening in Northeast Victoria, then you are definitely in the right place. What we find is you're either that type A spreadsheet bride or groom who's just totally across the to-do list, powering through it and just needs a supplier that can keep up with your pace and is reliable and you're confident they're going to deliver what they say they will. Or you're the complete opposite and you see that to-do list stacking up and you're not powering through it and you're probably thinking that you just want to elope at this point. Well, you don't have to elope. We are here to help. So in this video, I wanted to just talk a little bit about our process in working with us, what we can offer, and then encourage you to take the next steps to have a chat with us. You'll see below this video a couple of questions. That just gives me some of the basic information about your wedding so far, and then you'll get taken to a page to book a time with me to have a call. In that call, we will go over practical stuff, which is basically your date, your location and venue, how many guests you're planning on coming, and the style of wedding, whether it's a sit down or a cocktail setting. And then after that, we move on to more of the aesthetics. If you've got a theme in mind, whether it's rustic, whether it's like an elevated white wedding, whether you're trying to emulate a wedding on the Italian Riviera, you tell us. We can provide suggestions as well. And then we get to know a little bit more about you and your personality and what you're thinking, and specifically around your venue too, because that's quite important. With that information, then we can start to show you what we can provide to you as a package. And so our marquee is the sailcloth marquee style, which is big swooping ivory canopy held up by wooden poles. Really, really beautiful. And unlike the white clear roof or just white marquees you see at most weddings, which are pretty much like a hothouse, ours has a lot of airflow. So you're not going to be sitting sweating at the table and chairs, worrying about your makeup running or anything. And your florists are going to love you as well, because the flowers aren't going to wilter in the heat as soon as they're put out on the table. And the translucent canopy, at night when the lights are all shining up inside the canopy, it looks spectacular. So as soon as you walk into that space, the entire marquee is like glowing. So it really, really looks incredible. The furniture aspects depend on whether you're having a sit down or a cocktail. So with a sit down, we'll provide more tables and chairs, so everyone can obviously sit down and have dinner. We provide some cocktail furniture outside the marquee as well, so people have got somewhere to sit and stand before and after dinner service. If you're having a cocktail, then you get less tables, but you get more lounges and more of a mix of furniture inside and outside the marquee. And so the lighting and decor is what puts the glow up. With that, you get festoon lights right the way around sort of the marquee where the cocktail area is. And then inside the marquee, you get a few different choices depending on your style and preference. So you can have we can hang pendants throughout the marquee in clusters or scattered throughout the canopy, and they're either like a rattan or a bamboo pendant. We also have white paper lanterns, like a mix of really big ones and medium and small sizes, so they look really good together. We have disco balls as well if you want to go for more of a party vibe, and we also have fairy light canopies. So we can do fairy lights right the way through the marquee, so when you look up, it's like a star night sky effect. So that's really beautiful as well. And with that, you get scalloped umbrellas as well, which immediately, for the outdoor space, immediately elevate the look and feel of your wedding. We often get asked about dance floors. We do have dance floors. They're not actually included in this package. They're included in our all-out package, which is if you want to go with us for absolutely everything in that package. You get the dance floor, you get a bar, you get all the tableware, crockery and glassware, napkins, tablecloths, and more lighting. So if there's trees and stuff, we can light them up. If you're interested in that, just let me know. But otherwise, it's not included in this, but you can add it as an add-on. You've probably worked out by now we are a little bit different than most hire businesses if you've spoken to any already. Rather than just sending you a quote based off basic party hire items, we're trying to get you on a call because we want to know a little bit more about you, and we really want to tailor something specific to you and your partner's personalities. So we're not just there to set up something come your wedding. We are sort of with you during that planning process. We don't want you to walk into your wedding and be embarrassed about any aspect of it. We don't want you to be stressed because we're not getting back to you in the lead up. We want to remove all that. We want it to be exciting. We want it to be beautiful. So when you walk into your wedding reception, and your friends and family, that everyone is just so impressed that you basically want to live there and you don't want to leave. So that's our bit about our ethos, I suppose, and what we're trying to do for couples here in Northeast Victoria. So if that all sounds good, then the next steps are to fill out the questions below, which will take you to my calendar. You'll book a call and we'll go through the practical stuff, the aesthetic stuff, and then we'll take next steps. Next steps to actually book with us is a 30% deposit, and then the remaining balance is due 30 days prior to your wedding. But on the call, I'll actually give you an opportunity to secure your date with a $500 save your date deposit. And we're doing that because everyone wants to get married in the same period and the dates are filling up really quick. And then in the subsequent couple of weeks, we'll refine some of those inclusions. So that sounds good. Answer the questions, book a time, and we are super excited to meet you and put on an amazing wedding for you.